Suzuki RV125 VanVan, 2003 to 2016, review funky, distinctive styling. The Suzuki RV125 VanVan is an enigmatic motorcycle, that's for sure. Introduced in 2003, it's a revived version of the original RV125 monkey bike-cum-beach bike made by Suzuki between 1972 and 1982. As such, although fully road legal and, in this 125 cubic centimeters form, a one-class learner legal, 2, it's a retro-styled, two-wheeled beach buggy, a cute, leisure bike that is distinguished by its fat, squishy, balloon tires, simple, affordable mechanicals including a fairly soft air-cooled, 125 cubic centimeters engine and low, light and manageable proportions. All of that gives the VanVan a unique appeal as a manageable, cute, affordable, and yet cool first bike for learners, as a utility machine for farm workers, as a pit or paddock bike for racers, or even as a fun, fashion statement for surf dudes. And although the VanVan's appeal is fairly Marmite, it has a devoted following. There's a scene for the VanVan in the same way as there is for Honda's loveable monkey bike. Ride quality and brakes. With its distinctive balloon tires, ultra-low 770mm seat and light, 120 kg dry weight, there's nothing quite like Suzuki's VanVan 125. Honda's MSX 125 GRUM is more of a monkey bike with its mini 12-inch wheels. By comparison, the VanVan is a two-wheeled beach buggy. As a result, the VanVan's very low and easy to ride, and very comfy. Owners report that the plump seat is so comfy you could ride for hours on it, and, considering its meager performance, you might have to. Engine. As a basic beach bike derived from an older 1970s design, you may expect the VanVan 125's engine to be nothing to write home about, and you'd be correct. But within the context of what it was designed to do, it's mostly up to the job, although most owners do state that they'd prefer a bit more than its 60 miles per hour max speed. Only ever sold in the UK in learner legal 125 cubic centimeters form. In the rest of Europe it was also available with 200 cubic centimeters and 16 brake horsepower, which we can imagine gave it the extra bit of power some owners desired. It was powered by a fairly basic and old-fashioned air-cooled SOHC 2-valve 4-stroke single with carburetor induction. Reliability and build quality. The Suzuki RV125 VanVan's build quality, gearbox, paintwork, power, tank size and mirrors all come in for some criticism, which isn't that surprising, really, considering the age of the design and its basic spec, but in a oddball, utilitarian way that's also part of its appeal. There's definitely something of the off-roader, farm vehicle or kit car beach buggy about the VanVan, and that helps it be more than capable of working for its living on rougher terrain, farms, beaches, etc. Value versus rivals. Although the Suzuki RV125 VanVan was actually quite pricey for what it was when it was sold new between 2003 and 2016, and today its unique appeal means that used values remain higher than less fashionable but mechanically very similar 125 commuters, the little Suzuki is, on the whole, very cheap to run. That fairly basic spec and its old-school mechanicals means that parts and servicing are both cheap and straightforward. Maintaining Suzuki's small, air-cooled, single-cylinder thumper engine is a simple affair. Oil changes, chain adjustment and various other regular jobs are a breeze, and first-time feddlers will be in their element as everything is easily accessible. And if you don't want to service it yourself, garage charges should be fairly low, too. Equipment. There's no getting away from the fact that the Suzuki RV125 VanVan is a decidedly old design with simple mechanicals and a fairly basic spec, so don't expect much by way of luxury or the slick modern features of the sort found on a more high-end, modern machines. That said, the little Suzuki does have most of the basics you actually need, not to mention a few more besides. Its plumply padded saddle is long, low and has plenty of room for two. There's a luggage rack at the rear along with a grab rail, both of which are welcome. The chunky tires and upswept exhaust look funky and give it bling appeal, and there's a small, removable side panel which contains a basic toolkit. But that is pretty much your lot. Specs. Engine size 124 cubic centimeters. Engine type 2V single cylinder, 6 gears. Frame type steel cradle. Fuel capacity 7.5 liters. Seat height 770 millimeters. Bike weight 120 kilograms. Front suspension none. Rear suspension preload. Front brake 220 mm disc. Rear brake 110 mm disc. Front tire size 130/80x18. Rear tire size 180/80x14. MPG, costs and insurance. Average fuel consumption 90 miles per gallon. Annual road tax £22. Annual service cost £300. New price. Used price £2,500 to £3,800. Insurance group 5 of 17. How much to insure? Warranty term 2-year unlimited mileage. Top speed and performance. Max power 12 brake horsepower. Max torque 7 ft-lb. Top speed 60 miles per hour. A quarter-mile acceleration 23 seconds. Tank range 150 miles.